Yesterday I was talking about the definition of wealth and knowing what type of person you are, knowing who you are, and got me thinking that, you know, it's one thing to know who you are, and that's super important, but it's also important to guard against what other people think they know about you, because like it or not, we get influenced by what other people think, their opinion of us, the type of person they figure us to be, you know? So they pigeonhole us, and they say, well, you know, this guy, John, he is this type of person. We can expect this from him. We can't expect that. And I think that's kind of a dangerous trap to fall into for yourself. If you allow other people's opinions of you to kind of shape you, you know, as if they create a mold and you step into it. It's a subtle thing that happens. It's, you know, you don't intend it. Often you don't even see it. It just happens. It just kind of becomes natural to slip into it. And so I think it's super important to guard against that, and one way to do it is to keep people off guard, keep people guessing, you know, do something unexpected, don't always follow the same pattern. It's not only good to keep them from fixing you with their idea of you, but it's also good to keep you from fixing yourself into a slot. So I think that's pretty important. Ooh, a puddle. You know, it all comes down to personal power, doesn't it? Not power in a negative sense, but, you know, this world, you know, it runs on power, right? So you got to find your own power. And that's one good way to keep your power, is to keep people from pigeonholing you. A nice open expanse there. I grew up in a very open area, very flat land, no forest to speak of, just agricultural land, southern Ontario. And I think where you grow up, you kind of carry an affinity for something that is characteristic of that area, and I think that's what I carried over from my childhood, is a liking for open spaces. I'm not terribly fond of being closed in, even though I really like some areas around in BC that is very dense forest and so forth, but it's always super refreshing to find the open expanse. Just, I don't know, it's kind of like it gives your spirit room to roam, you know? And you gotta feed your spirit. Just stopped to take a couple pictures there. I really like the Drift Ghost camera because you got that neat remote right there, and I can just, hang on, let me put this in neutral. I can just do that, touch there, and take a picture. And it doesn't stop the film from rolling. It just seamlessly takes a JPEG. Well, I guess we're getting into a replanted area.
This one doesn't go very much farther at all.
Oh, is that right? Just kind of dead ends, loops around, whatever. Yeah. I may as well turn around here then. Sure is pretty though, eh?
Nice, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful. There's so many routes. I'm just having fun exploring.
It's been 10 years since I've been up in here.
Oh, is that right? Yeah, that's great. Yeah. Well, I'll turn around. Have a good day. Well, I guess he was saying that this route, if I would have kept on going, it just doesn't go any much further, so kind of dead ends. At least now I know. It's been real pretty. It's time for a water break. I don't know what the temperature is right now, but I think it's around 33, 34 in the shade. There's a view for you. It's Myra Canyon. Now, I'm not sure whether you can see it, but right there, between that tree going up here, just to the right of it, you'll see a bridge. It's a trestle bridge, and that's the old Kettle Valley Railway, which is now a place for people to hike and mountain bike on. Can't ride your motorcycle there. This is a pretty neat area. Well, this has been a really nice ride. I enjoyed it a lot. Got to some areas that I hadn't been before, and just gorgeous. And the good part is there's tons of areas up here that I haven't seen. So I'm glad you had time to join me today for another blast from the saddle. I had fun. And we'll catch you on the next ride.